Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of your Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, and in today's video we're going to be doing our death predictions for the Season 1 finale. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, leading up to the final episode of Season 1, the season finale. A lot of you guys wanted me to go ahead and do a death predictions for the final episode of Season 1, so I figured it's a really good idea to go ahead and do that because there are a lot of characters in Daryl Dixon, a lot of new characters, a lot of characters that have come in, a lot of characters that we're not really sure what's going to go down with them in this last episode, and we're going to kind of go through and discuss. So Daryl Dixon, obviously we all know, is filming season 2, so it's it's inevitable there's going to be a season 2 of Daryl Dixon, and I'm hoping that a lot of these characters make it into season 2 because I genuinely like the cast of this show. I think the cast is really good. And there's been a lot of really, really great developed characters in this show. So let's just run through these, talk about them, and discuss who we think is going to be dead by the end of Season 1. So we'll get started with Daryl. Obviously, it's called The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon. They're not going to kill Daryl Dixon off. So that's an easy no. Now, Isabel. Okay, now I think this is the character that everybody is probably the most worried about because I have not heard that much about her being in Season 2. You guys can correct me on that if you want to, but I have not heard anything about her in Season 2. I genuinely hope, and I really, really am hoping that they don't kill her off because she's one of the best spin-off era Walking Dead characters I've seen so far. She might even be my favorite. Like, from the Dead City and Daryl Dixon, out of the new characters, she might be my favorite new character, to be honest. She is really, really good. But I still can't see them with all the development that they've given her and all the backstory that they gave her and the relationship she has with Quinn, also the stuff that she's got going on with Laurent. Her bond with Daryl is very, very great as well. I have to assume that they're going to keep her alive, and I hope that they do. I'm not going to lie, that'd be the one death from this finale that I would heavily flaw and I would not enjoy. So I'm going to say Isabel's safe. She better be safe at least because I really enjoy her character. But no, I don't think Isabel is going to die. Now, as for Laurent, Laurent is way too important of a character to be killing off right now. There is way too much stuff going on with him, like him being the Messiah. And of course, completing the mission. The only way I could see Laurent dying is like if it's like a big reveal when they get him to like the location that like these people are bad and they just kill Laurent in front of Daryl and like it's like a big cliffhanger or something. That would be really, really insane. But I don't think they're gonna do that. I think Laurent has a greater purpose to serve to the story, and he's also a character that I'm not gonna lie. If they killed him at the end of the season, I would kind of be like, okay, what was all that for then? Like, you know what I mean? So there's a lot more with Laurent that we gotta see, and I think I genuinely think he's going to survive. I really do. Next one is Sylvie. Now, Sylvie is a character that I do think is very, very possible to die. She just doesn't really do much. I am actually going to make her a big death prediction for this finale. I could see them just offing her. I feel like they're keeping her around just for background furniture, and in this finale, when we get an actual battle or we'll get an actual fight, I could see her going down. Now, I think the boyfriend is going to develop into a major character. I think he is actually going to stay alive, and I think he is going to try to get revenge for Sylvie in Season 2, and they're going to develop him a little bit more. That's what I think is going to go down with him. Now, as for Falou, Falou I actually think is going to survive. I think we're going to get more with him. I think he's going to be a character that does live. I think the actor has some charisma. I think they definitely got a lot going with him, so I definitely think he's going to live. And then, well, in terms of our good guys, that's like pretty much about it, right? I mean, in terms of like good guy characters, yeah, that's about it. Now let's go through Quinn's group and his, little minor group of survivors. Now we got Quinn, of course. Quinn, I don't think is going to die. I originally thought he was going to die, but honestly, the more they develop him and the more they give him stuff, I'm starting to think that they're going to really flesh him out into a bigger character in Season 2. I think he'll have a close call. I definitely don't think he's going to redeem himself, but I do think that the guy is going to somehow get away. I do. I think there's more story coming for him. Now we also have Anna. I could see Anna being a casualty in this episode. I am actually going to throw her in there. I could see a situation where Anna does die. Yeah, definitely. Anna is one that, like, especially because you got Isabel there, I could see Anna being a character that does just, kind of last a few episodes. Coco, I'm going to just say will probably live because we haven't really seen anything about Coco in the last few episodes. So, Coco probably will survive, but I don't know. That's a tough one. But I'd say, yeah, probably Coco will probably live. Yeah. Now we also have, of course, the group of, kind of survivors that Daryl ran into in the first episode, and in particular, Marie-Belle. Now, is Marie-Belle going to make an appearance in this finale? I don't think so. I think that Marie-Belle will be a character that just kind of disappears for the rest of this season. So I'll just leave her as she'll survive, right? She'll just survive season 1 because I think she'll definitely come back into the story at some point, but I don't think it's going to be right away. No, definitely not. Now, let's go through Ginette's group, right? So Madame Ginette, definitely not. They're setting her up to be a major, major character. The scientist guy I could see dying, maybe as like a red shirt, kind of like casualty, the guy with like the white hair and stuff that's doing the experiments. I could see him dying for sure. Now, of course, we have the big player of this one. We have Caudron. Now, Caudron, I do think will die. I think they're going to wrap his character up in the finale. I just don't see what else you can really do with him. He's out for revenge for his brother. We see that he clearly fights Daryl in this finale. And I don't really see Madame Ginette and Caudron and Quinn lasting until season 2. I think Quinn will be a character that kind of leaves the story for a while and then kind of comes back. But Caudron, no. I think they're going to kill Caudron off. And I actually think it's going to be by the hands of Laurent. You might call me nuts for that, but I think Daryl is actually going to lose the fight with Caudron. I think it's going to get pretty rusty. And I think that Laurent will shoot Caudron to protect Daryl. I definitely think so. I think they're going to try to set up that bond as much as they can, and I think that's how Caudron will die. I definitely do. So yeah, that'll be really good. And in terms of some of the other characters, I'm just trying to make sure I'm not like missing anybody. I don't think I am. There is Carol, which I know Carol's going to be in season 2, but obviously they're not going to kill her. She's in season 2. I think that's relatively about it in terms of the characters that we have in the show currently right now that are still alive, that are still a character going on, in the story, right? So I'm very interested to see what they got coming up next. I'm very, very impressed with the show. Very excited to see the season finale and how they kind of wrap all this stuff up. In terms of, final death predictions, like I said, Sylvie, I think she'll definitely die. I could see the scientist guy dying, and I think Caudron will be a big death as well. The rest, I genuinely just don't think they're going to kill off. I feel like there's still a lot of characters they got to use, and I think that Caudron, Sylvie, and maybe the scientist will be our big deaths for this finale, and that'll be relatively it. Either Sylvie, or they'll pull a fast one and they'll kill the boyfriend, and then Sylvie will go on, something like that. But I'm more so thinking Sylvie, because I think they're going to try to get a big good guy character death in there as well, right? So, yeah, let me know in the comment section below, what are you guys expecting death-wise for the final episode of Daryl Dixon? Have you enjoyed Daryl Dixon? I certainly have. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite character of the show is, besides Daryl, of course, because that's an obvious. Besides Daryl, who's your favorite? For me, I'd probably go Isabel, but I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Who are your favorite characters, and who do you think is going to get killed off? So, if you're new to the channel and you enjoy this video, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos for The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon. Make sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead Reviews on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Daryl Dixon. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.